Where is Wessex? Prince Edward is the current Earl of Wessex, so why is it called Wessex anyway? Wessex Books has the answers. There are mysteries, people and landscapes to explore in this birthplace of England. There are some heights in Wessex shaped as if by a kindly hand for thinking, dreaming, dying on, and at crises when I stand, say, on Ingpen Beacon eastward, or on Will's Neck westwardly, I seem where I was before my birth, and after death may be. With Thomas Hardy's 19th century revival of Wessex, the territory can be said to include the 4 core counties and parts of the adjacent counties of Devon, Gloucestershire, Oxfordshire and Berkshire. Wessex Books was founded by Jane Drake in 1996. Having worked in publishing as a career and specialising in high-quality titles for others, she realised that there was a chance to do this for herself and to concentrate on Wessex, a subject and a region she loves. Jane herself wrote the edition on Thomas Hardy. Her book starts off by telling us about Hardy's home in Dorset, but also gives us a feel for Wessex itself. It stood in a spot remote enough to be used as a smuggler's store for brandy landed between Weymouth and Lulworth Cove. Egdon Heath lay to the east, a vast and wild territory, which played a prominent part in the return of the native in particular. The garden was large enough for the cultivation of vegetables, apples, gathered for the cider maker with his mills and tubs and vat and press, a pig for killing and salting each autumn, beehives for honey and sometimes, for carrying heavy goods, a horse. Wessex Books publishes colourful, informed, educational and very collectible books about Wessex. Each book has colour photos, diagrams, margin quotations and notes, as well as authentic maps and drawings where available. But that's not all. Specialist authors and writers on a variety of subjects come to Wessex Books for editing, research and publishing. What do you think of when you hear mention of Wessex? Alfred the Great? Stonehenge and Avebury? Crop circles and ley lines perhaps? Thomas Hardy can't be left out. He made Wessex central to his stories and poems. Then there is Sir Christopher Wren, of course, the architect whose vision of London rose from the ashes of the Great Fire of 1666. The Wessex landscape itself varies from the high vantage points of Salisbury Plain and Dorset to the lush meadows of Hampshire and the hills and woods of Somerset. These are the 4 core counties of the land initially named after King Alfred's West Saxons, or Wessex, and whose capital was at Winchester. Today it's a peaceful land of trackways, farms, prehistoric monuments, vineyards, villages, thatched cottages, country pubs, legends and traditions. Anybody who has walked up Gold Hill in Shaftesbury, or who has simply admired the view, will never forget it. Wessex has also seen the wars against the Romans, the Saxons, the Danes, and uprisings such as the Monmouth Rebellion and the Glorious Revolution, the Luddites and Captain Swing fighting against new farm machinery, taking away agricultural jobs. From Jane's editorial and publishing work, Wessex Books is also a publishing company that produces books for individual authors and other interested parties. Hence there is a range of titles on Cornwall, one of the most popular being Tintagel. Other titles such as Jutland Letters, Cedric Goes to Stonehenge, and the full hardback book of The Natural History of Bournemouth with a foreword from BBC nature expert Chris Packham show some of the successful range of subjects that Jane has been asked to edit and publish. Some authors are renowned experts in their field, such as Gerald Hawkins writing on Stonehenge, and Michael St. John Parker bringing to life the Romans in Wessex. Wessex Books currently has a core of 14 titles, with more listed and available on the website. These core titles in themselves make a wonderful library and reference source for all ages and interests. And being colourful, well illustrated, as well as compact and inexpensive, they make their subject accessible, enjoyable and memorable. Find out more about Wessex and Wessex Books independent publishing by using the details as shown.